All right, so here we go. We are moving on with this awesome, fully upgraded Traxxas XRT. And, well, besides the drivetrain, the #1 recommended upgrade that I suggest that you do is going to be this right here. The GPM carbon steel hinge pin upgrade. And what that is, guys, is basically just a steel pin with a captured nylon lock nut on the other end. Now, there's also going to be these little rubber O-rings, and those are going to go on almost all the pins, guys. I'm going to show you guys, so follow the video, but those are going to go right there at the end of the head of the pin. This is the kit, guys. It is going to be part number TXMPIN/20-BK. All right, these are going to be all your parts. You're going to get 20 pins, all various sizes. Then you guys are going to get these O-rings right here. I'm not sure if you can see in my hand. And it's also going to come with this drill bit. I'm going to show you guys where to drill, where to put the O-rings, and how to install the pins on the truck. Okay, a couple things. First thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your CWO, your PnwRcMadness quick tips. Got 4 sizes. This is the 2.0. All right, ladies and gentlemen, every single arm has a captured screw. Has an M3 by 8, I believe it is. Go ahead and pull all those out. All right, so pull all of them out except for 2 uppers. And those are going to be your rear 2 uppers unless you want to do the work to drill your holes. Oh, those ones are already gone for some reason. Oh, because they're brand new. All right, so those screws are gone. You're going to want to take them out of the inner and the uppers. So we're going to take them out of the uppers and the inners. Go ahead and go through and make sure all the screws are off the arms, except 2 on the rear upper. All right. All right, once you got all the screws out of the arms, grab your drill bit and you're going to go ahead and drill through all your arms. Well, you know, sometimes this is just the way it works out. I wasn't really thinking about this when I decided to make the #1 upgraded recommendation, the #1 recommendation upgrade. Well, guys, check it out. Man, I haven't even got the steering rack installed. That's another video. Maybe I'll just make it this video right now. I haven't got the steering servo installed. I haven't even got the lower suspension holders installed. Guys, we're going full out on this build. Nick said go out just like you would build it on your own truck, so that's what I'm doing. So maybe we'll just continue the video, but we're going to add these parts. Check it out, guys. We're going to do these in blue. So this is the front and rear suspension holders, okay, aluminum, and then these are the front and rear stainless steel upper bulkhead tie bars, okay, and then we have the front and rear, it's 2 per front and rear bulkhead tie bars as well. All right, so here we go. We're going to install these parts and pieces, and then I can show you guys how to install the pins. So we're doing this. We're going to be adding these parts right now so that we can install the hinge pins. The GPM hinge pins. Now, what is the point of these upgrades? Well, these are stainless steel. They're going to be a little bit stronger than the steel holders that come with the stock truck. So we'll open up all these, and if you guys want those, you can find those on my site as well. That's TXM009-OC. You need 2 sets of those for front and rear. This is TXM008-OC, and you only need 1 of those All right, guys, you only need one of those, and that's going to be these pieces right here. They'll stay super nice and shiny looking like that for the life. I don't know where the old ones are at. But guys, the old ones bend a lot easier, and these are super strong. So we're going to get these installed. And then we got front and rear hinge pin holders in blue. And it does come with the hardware. Just one screw holds it down. That's what's going to hold the suspension holders right in place. That way we could connect the arms. All right, we're not going to use the hardware that comes with the GPM kit. Remember, we're using this right here. Before we button it up, this is the servo that we're using in this build. This is the Xmaxx SW2290 steel gear. And it is being held into place with this GPM 7075 servo adapter. So we also have these screws that come in the kit. So we'll grab these screws because these screws are always ones that get rusty because you can never get to them unless you take the bottom apart. So we'll go ahead and get this installed. So make sure we run the wire, and yeah, we'll be good to go. There you have it. Once you have your suspension pin holders and the suspension pin holders in, I'm not sure what that is, guys, what those are called, I'm sorry. And then also you got your servo installed and you got your wire ran through. Let me show you guys how to install these pins. So here it is. Here is the pin. Oh, you got the pin, guys, and then that is where the rubber O-ring goes. So you put the rubber O-ring on first. And then, guys, let me show you guys what is important about when you install these pins with the rubber O-ring. So that's what it's going to look like, all right, from the front of the truck. See, hope that's focused right there. You can see that rubber O-ring, and the arm is nice and loose. And you could also see the rubber O-ring is not deformed or squished at all. It's nice, and well, it looks just like it did when it came out of the package. So let me go ahead and show you guys. We'll check it out on the other side. It's going to be captured with a nylon lock nut. Now the thing about installing these, all right, let me show you guys. You don't want to over tighten the pin, okay? Let's see here. See if I can get it in here. All right, here we go. So there we go. So we got it connected, right? You can see both sides are spinning, I hope. You can see the lock nut spinning, and you can also see, all right. So we're not quite tight enough. So we're going to tighten this thing down just tight enough to where just where it starts to put some pressure on that O-ring and it doesn't make it bulge out. Check it out. So you still got the pin sticking out partially. Go ahead and grab your needle nose pliers. And what you want is this nut kind of sticking out past. There you go. Go ahead and knock it right into the nut. There you go. And then it will be super easy to grab on. I know you're probably like, what? But once you install them, you'll understand what I'm saying. All right, so just make sure that it's spinning freely. Your rubber O-ring is not all squished out, and you guys are good to go. There you have it. You got the front and the rear lower arms on, lower pins on. Now, I'm going to try to show you guys up close. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that in the video. Right there. I'm actually going to stuff a pin through there for you guys. So, right here, guys, Let's go on. All right, check it out. So right there in the rear upper, can you see that pin coming through right there? It's hitting. Some guys will take a Dremel and they'll actually Dremel this out. But I don't like to do that, so I'll just use the stock pin with the screw captured on the other side. Only on the XRT, not the Xmaxx. The Xmaxx, all 20 pins will work. On the XRT, only 18 of the pins will work. Okay, so in order to keep moving on with the hinge pins, guys, I have to install the steering rack so I can put on the upper tower and all that good stuff. I can't really install them without these parts. So I went to go install the 6061 aluminum Traxxas steering rack, and I was trying to tighten it down, but the spring is actually really stiff, which is good. It's really good. But guys, as I was trying to tighten it down, it stripped out the hole where this thing screws into. I just think it's a bad design. Anyways, since we're upgrading the whole truck, guys, we're going to go ahead and install this GPM one. Completely different system, tightening it down from the bottom, and it actually has like a Duralin piece on there. I'll show you all that. I'm going to get it installed. That way we continue on with the hinge pin install. All right, there it is. Check that out. That is super nice, guys. Their machine work is awesome. Very, very nice stuff. And actually, it's kind of similar to the Traxxas because the Traxxas actually has a plastic piece on there as well. But anyways, guys, when you upgrade, just going to give you this information again right now, but when you guys put on big old heavy tires, you want to cinch this servo saver down. That way your tires aren't just flopping back and forth in the wind. So you need some rigidity there. You need to strengthen this up right here. Now what I would do, actually, we're actually going to take this out because this comes with two springs, and we're going to use the stiffer spring. So it comes with a light spring and a heavy spring. We want to install the heavy spring. There it is. Really quickly, they're actually two different sizes in height. I think the springs are probably the same. The coils are actually the same width. I can't really tell. Anyways, one is shiny. That's going to be the softer one, and then the taller one is going to be the harder one. So we're going to install the stiffer one. But one thing Traxxas does have right on theirs is, well, their spring is super stiff, which is kind of like this one, super stiff. Now, because that spring is so darn stiff, guys, you got to grab yourself some pliers. Just go ahead, because you can't do it by hand. There's no way. I mean, I don't think anybody's got that strong of fingers, but go ahead and just spin that bad boy down. Not as far as you can, but pretty darn far, and it's going to really strengthen up that motion right there and that little knuckle. So it's not going to let the tires just skip back and forth. Quick tip before you install this on the chassis, just like you install your diffs, go ahead and grease up the inside of the race. That way when you stick it on the truck, if it gets water in there, it's not going to freeze up and whatnot. Just a little bit of udder butter right inside there. Right inside the race of the bearing. Right down on that right there. So now we're going to go ahead and install the front stainless tie bar. I already got it there. There we go. Don't forget, add your Loctite, and then we're not gonna cinch this down, guys. We're just gonna put the screws into place, and then we're gonna go ahead and install the upper arm. And then you're gonna take your lock nut. You're gonna put that on the back side. So I'll just hold that up there, and I'll take a wrench, guys, and I'll just kind of knock it right into the nylon lock nut. That way it's kind of started, and then I could turn it and it will be nice. There we go. See, it's already connected. And then here's the important thing, guys. You got your O-ring up front there, right? You just want to turn this. That's probably good right there, just like the other ones. and you don't want to scrunch this down. And the reason for these O-rings, guys, you want to use these O-rings is so this is not digging into the arm. That's the whole purpose. They're super important. Don't just throw them away. That's why I'm making this video today, guys, is you have to use these O-rings. Otherwise, basically, it's going to ruin the arm. All right, so we're at that one spot I was telling you about earlier in the back of the truck. So right up in here, guys, this is where you can't get the bolt unless you guys want to do some modification and cut it out. Well, I don't want to do that, so it's the only two I don't use a pin. But what I do like to do, guys, is I have these, what are these? These are like they're a washer. Anyways, guys, they're a countersunk washer. And normally you just put a screw right there. You can see. But we're going to put a washer and a screw. That way it captures the stock pin. So right there in this one in the upper rear, we're going to use the stock pin. Okay, so in the back, we're going to just use the stock pin, just like that. And then we got our stainless steel screw, our countersunk washer, and then, guys, we're going to cap it off with the GPM hinge pin retainer, 70-75 caps. So on the little, it's always the little details, guys, that matter the most, and that's kind of what adds up in these builds. But check it out, these GPM caps, 70-75 caps, super nice to finish off the build, super nice. And then I'm using the cap head, and I'm finishing it off. And then look at this, guys, look at the finish there, super nice. These screws are coming all the way to the back side of the arm, and things aren't going to get all twisted up and pop off. And then when you get those in, go ahead and tighten up your retainer tie bars. That's it, guys. I'm going to show you one more thing on the knuckle about installing the pins in the front knuckle, and that's going to end the video. So, okay, so before we end the video, I got two more pins I'm going to show you. These are going to be the only two pins minus the shock pins that don't get the rubber O-rings. So your knuckles are going to go on, and you're going to put your through pins in. And then, guys, I put the pins in from the front going toward the back in the front, and then from the back going toward the front in the rear. Yes, that way it protects the rubber O-rings. Anyways, in the front, guys, on the top where your knuckle is at, where the knuckle actually turns in and stops, you're not going to use an O-ring because this is going to stick out of the arm, and it will limit the steering on the knuckle if you use the O-ring. And it's just perfect if you don't use the O-ring and install it correctly. So anyways, guys, I hope this video helps you guys get these installed correctly in all the places where they go. And then the only thing we do have left is going to be the shock hinge pins, or the shock pins. And those are going to come with metal. Those are going to come with metal washers, and you're going to put the metal washer where the O-ring was going on the hinge pins, and then you're going to use the 7mm nylon lock nut on the other side. So that's going to be that, guys. Please do stay tuned. I'm going to get right to finishing this build up. I'm only waiting on one more part. We're waiting on some well, you guys just stay tuned, and you'll see here shortly. So it's been a lot of work so far, a lot of fun, and thanks for tuning into the channel, guys, and I will catch you guys on the next one.